Ladies, welcome to the Feminine Mystery. My name is Azalea Dawn, and on my channel I talk about leveling up, hypergamy, femininity, and elegance, and everything that you need to attract a masculine provider. So if that sounds right for you, then please check out the rest of the videos on my channel and subscribe if you like it. Today's video is all about feminine summer activities to help you build relationships and try new things this summer. Now, the reason that I wanted to make this video is because, all the time I see in the femininity community that women they need more feminine friends. They want to build relationships. You want to get to know other feminine women, and there's no better time to do that than summer, because there are so many activities that you can do just to get out of your house, to enjoy the weather, to enjoy the sunlight, to alleviate if you suffer from seasonal affective disorder or anything like that, to just get out, be in the sun, enjoy that on your skin, and get your vitamin D up. I've got a variety of activities here that you can do either alone or with a friend, or in order to just build friendships to get to know other people in your community. So if any of that sounds interesting for you, then please keep watching. Let's get into it. Now, the first activity that I would suggest is to schedule a weekly outdoor picnic. Now, this is something that I think would be really fun to do with friends, but it's also something that you can do alone if you need to. Basically, you just, get yourself a picnic blanket, you get yourself a basket, you pack yourself a beautiful lunch or, a beautiful meal, and you have it outdoors. And I think that this would be a great thing to do if you have, parks near you, if you're looking to find ways to spend more time in affluent communities. Usually there is a park or something in that area where they want, to keep it nice and things of that nature. So there might be some outdoor space over there if you are somewhere that maybe has a college campus nearby. I know Washington DC is a good example of this, right? You can go there even. There's a lot of outdoor space for you to do this sort of thing. But basically you just find somewhere to go that's very nice, very upscale, and you set up for a little picnic. Of course, make sure that you have permission to do that, but I think that this is, a perfectly benign activity to be doing outdoors. Now, when it comes to how you can use this to help build relationships, if you are alone, you can basically issue invitations for people to join you, especially those weak ties. Maybe somebody who you met in a salon, or the waiting room at a med spa, or you met her at Pilates or something like that. People or women that you don't really know super well, you can invite them out there to join you, because that's such a unique and very Instagrammable activity that you're gonna get a lot of bites. Even people who aren't necessarily that you don't have a super close relationship with, they would be interested in doing something like that, because it's really cute, it's such a vibe, and it's just a lot of fun. So it's a great way to build relationships in that sense. It's also great because if you have friends who are a little bit more flaky, they're not usually on time for things, a picnic is a good event, because you can have your time there alone, and you don't look weird like you would sitting in a restaurant just waiting for somebody to show up. So you can do this solo, you can do this hybrid with other people, or a fusion of the two if that's what you want to do. But I would recommend this event either way, because it is such a great way to just eat, spend time outside, and you can just watch the clouds, feel the sun on your skin, and wear cute outfits. And also I would just to plug that if you are a very pretty leveled up lady, you are going to have people come up to you and want to speak to you when you do that. So you want to make sure anytime you're doing this, you're going to be in a social mood, because people are going to see you, they're going to want to know about you, they're going to want to know what you're doing, and they're going to want to just come up and talk to you. So absolutely don't be shy, just pull yourself out there and just have a good time. The next thing you can do is stay at a spa over the long weekend. Now, there are going to be a couple of long weekends in summer, and it's generally a time in which you have 3 days off, Friday, Saturday, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or a Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, right? So the long weekend is a great time to, like have like a little bit of a weekend trip, especially with friends or like anybody who maybe you're working in a new place. Like I've had situations like that where I've had like coworkers and we all like get together and we do something to just like build our relationship together over like a long weekend. So I think that one of those activities that's going to be really fun for you to like meet more like feminine women is to go and stay at a spa. There are lots of like spa resorts that are super vibey, especially during the summer. I know like Austin, Texas is like a great spot for that in particular, but like wherever you live, like I'm sure that there is a spa like at least like within like driving distance of like where you are. And it's a great thing to do with like your friends, just to like pamper yourself, to like get yourself like feeling your best. And it'll also give you like long stretches to like, just like talk and like bond and like build relationships. This is also something though that you can do yourself as well. So if you are just looking for something for you to do to treat yourself over the long weekend, you can spend the weekend at a spa, and it's a venue where you can again go, you can meet very feminine women, and you can build connections in your local community. So this is definitely an activity that I would recommend. The next thing I would suggest is to sign up for an outdoor workout class. Now, you know as well as anybody that I always talk about, investing in yourself and investing in your health and well-being in life, because you are the number one relationship that you're going to have with you for the rest of your life. Your relationship with yourself, and your relationship with your physical body, right? This is the body that's going to have to literally carry you forward throughout the rest of your life. And any investment that you can make in making sure that that is a healthy, a very, energetic existence for you is an investment that is absolutely worth it, in my opinion. Now, an outdoor workout class, especially if you can manage to do something that might be in a more like affluent area, might be a little bit more upscale, might be a little bit of like a treat to yourself, like budget wise. But I would definitely recommend like investing in that, because it's going to, one, keep you accountable when you start to build relationships with other people who expect to see you somewhere at a particular time for your workout, right? Like if people, if you're not there, they're going to be like, well, where were you? I missed you, etc. So that's going to be one way to like definitely like keep yourself going to your exercise classes, that little bit of like accountability from having a class with everybody that knows you and expects to see you each week. But it's also going to help you start to build relationships in your community. So every time like you're going to these classes, you're going to be able to like meet other women who are also, investing in their health and their well-beings and their physical body. They're probably, like quite, like feminine relative to like other women who just like don't care about their appearance. So these are great women to, like build relationships with, and you can definitely be the person who initiates the relationship. You can see if you want to do like coffee after your workout, or you want to do, like maybe, I don't know, like frozen yogurt or something as like a little bit of a treat, especially if you have like a low calorie, something like frozen yogurt place that you can go to or something like that. But anything you can do just to like take those weak ties and kind of like build them into friendships over time, just, kind of like nurturing and watering those relationships, so that when the class is over, like you're still talking, you're still getting to know each other. I would definitely say that that's a great thing to do. And even if the entire experience, like it doesn't really open up any like social doors for you, like maybe you're a bit more of like an introvert, you just want to like go and work out, well, at least you're still gonna like get yourself out there, you're gonna, see people, you're gonna be seen, and you're also going to be able to like make that investment in your body, like I was saying. So it's an investment in your body, in your health, in your well-being, and that is worth it, like point blank period, in my humble opinion. Next, a bit of an unexpected one here. Go on a girls only road trip. Now, this is something that I definitely recommend. It doesn't have to be girls only. Maybe you have, female friends that would love to go somewhere and explore with you, but maybe this is also something that you could do by yourself, to just like go and explore. Either way, I think that it's great to just, like get out of your comfort zone and start to travel a little bit. A lot of people, like in the United States in particular, like they never leave the state in which they were born. Like they go to like public school there. They maybe go to college in that state, and then they just like stay there for the rest of their lives. Like they don't go anywhere. Like versus like other people who like maybe they travel, quote unquote, but they only travel to, like big places like Miami or like somewhere in California or New York City, so just like going out and starting to like really see the country, because like America is this huge, vast landscape, and there's so much interesting nature in between. In particular, it's a great place to just pack your bags and start to travel. And even if you're from another country, I don't know like what the rules and regulations are where you live, but if this is something you can do, I definitely recommend just exploring and really starting to make the most of it. Now, when you're out and about, I also think that one thing that this really helps feminine women do in particular is that it reminds you of your own autonomy, right? When you're able to just like decide like, hey, I'm gonna like pack up a bag, I'm gonna go where I want to go, I'm gonna just decide like where, when, why I'm gonna do what I want to do, right? It just like reminds you of your own autonomy. And I think that that's very helpful for women who are both single and who are in relationships, right? To remind yourself that you can depend on yourself, that you can figure things out. If there's a challenge and you're able to like rise to the occasion. I definitely think that just getting out there and exploring and like doing like little trips like here and there is definitely like a very important thing for you to be doing in your life, because it's an investment in you and your relationship with you. Just learning how to depend on yourself and how to really get by in the world is so important. So I absolutely recommend a road trip if that's something you might be into. Now, last on my list, ladies, is to spend the afternoon at a locally owned cafe. Now, I think that this is a great activity to do with a friend and to do alone. Like many of the others on this list, I think that you can do it both ways, but either way, spending time at like your locally owned cafes is a great way, first and foremost, to like support local business. I know that at least at the time that I'm making this video, like all the news is all about like the recession, this, that, and the third, that is a thing. But like at the end of the day, like what drives a recession is when people like pull back that spending, when they feel like things are tight and they don't go out and spend as much of their discretionary income in different places. And that just has an effect that like essentially propagates that out into the rest of the economy. I think that a great way to like combat that is to support your local businesses, just like to go out and like spend where you can. And I think that just having that experience of going to spend the afternoon at like a locally owned cafe, you're gonna start to like build relationships wherever you go. Like first and foremost, like when you become like a regular, you become somebody that other people in that place, like they look forward to seeing you whenever you come by. They're gonna be happy to get to know you. They're probably gonna want to learn more about you. And it's also a great way to like build relationships with other people, because you both have like a place where you can go together to just spend time, get to know each other, maybe like get some work done together. If both of you might have like, let's say like a flexible schedule from working, where you can like work from home, quote unquote, maybe instead of working from home, you just join each other and like you both work together in a cafe for the day, and you just spend the day like enjoying each other's company while you get your work done. If you're still in college, this is a great thing for you to do, because obviously you're gonna have cafes, like students need coffee, duh, but like you can also just enjoy your time spending it out and about, just getting to know other people who are going there and building up those relationships as well. So there's no reason to stay inside and just sit on your own couch, or just sit at your desk all day, sequester yourself inside your home or your apartment. You definitely want to take advantage of the summer and use it to get out and about, get to know other people and build those relationships, because they will definitely pay you back in the long term. And with that, ladies, that's going to be it for me today. If you've enjoyed this video, then please check out the rest of the videos on my channel. My name is Azalea Dawn, and I talk about leveling up hypergamy, femininity, and everything you need to get in a relationship with the right masculine provider for you. So if any of that sounds interesting for you, or you're just generally interested in the topic of leveling up as a feminine woman, then please check out the other videos on my channel and subscribe if you like it. With that, I will see you in my next video. Bye.